Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. Today is actually the 3rd anniversary of the show. We're going to do a little sort of, recap anniversary thing on the channel soon. But yeah, today, the 17th of January, 3 years ago, I uploaded #1, Shocks the Rebel. Go back and listen to that episode. But yeah, celebrating that, but most importantly, we have another guest on the show. And just before we get into the guest, you can follow the show at Battle Rap Resume. Get in touch with me, battleresume@gmail.com. Help support on the Patreon, iTunes, all the stuff that I mentioned. But yeah, this battler, for people like myself who got into battle rap on that grist lunar rush, this guy was around so much. 2012, a famously frequent year for him. I think it's like 13, 14 times. This guy was everywhere, this guy really endearing and enjoyable and, such a hilarious battler. And such a busy battler, as I say. Big J, how's it going, man?
What's up, bro?
I mean, you're like a key architect to the 2012 crop, right?
Yeah, man. Well, I wasn't at first. I was blatantly the shit that started at 2012. Do you know what I mean? The right. January tryouts.
I don't know, Ropey Row.
Oh, yeah, there was something wrong with that guy.
Yeah. But good to have you on the show, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for the invite.
Been wanting to do the episode for a long time, and as said to you just before went on, like, often it's nice with episodes where you've done notes for one guy's battles, so you can reuse them. So, there's lots of stuff to get into, lots of material. You've had lots of fucking battles. And where did it start, like, battle rap for you? When was the first time you discovered it?
Bro, I was at work, and some bread that I was doing work with just showed me fucking... I think it's Innuendo and O'Shea 2-on-2.
Okay.
And at the end of that video, I tried to sign up, or whatever it said back in them days. Fucking, that was it, man. I just signed up as a joke, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Next thing I had a tryout, is like, raw.
And, like, did you write much, rap much before that?
Nah, man. Not at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. That's why it was like, raw. And you can see from my first battle as well, it was like that when I look back now.
And the name Big J?
I'm fat at it.
Right.
Well, I was fat at it. Come on, can't tell lies here.
It is like a generic name, but it's kind of satisfyingly battle rap, like.
You know what? There was just one guy that used to call me it, and then I just thought, fuck it, that makes sense. My name's John. I can't say Big John. It's just like, sounds stupid.
It does. Wasn't it cool for like a battle of the J's or something later on?
Yeah, but like obviously I was originator.
Yourself then and Shawnee Boy, the tryout.
Now I know you've been studying Don't Flop and seen this battle rap where Luna C says something about fisting your mum and someone shook his hand. Well, it was some shit like that. But anyway, your mum asked me to fist her. And I was like, fuck that. But I had to be brave. So I took my socks and shoes off, rolled up my trousers and stuck my whole fucking leg in there.
In the 2012 killer crop, as we mentioned, these first quarter tryouts that we've covered on the show before, including this battle, as I say. Like, what was Don't Flop to you at this point? What was it as an entity?
Nothing. Never heard of it except for that one battle. I never watched it. During the waiting for my tryout, I just wrote a load of jokes, made them rhyme, and that was literally it. And I think after the second or third battle, it was like, yeah, this is alright, man. And then it just carried on, man. Got a bit excited and done too many, but still.
Well, who can blame you though? Because you were there when it was, volcanic. It was a huge thing that was erupting.
Yeah, but do you know, if I didn't have kids at the time I did, I'd probably still be doing it now in exactly the same way. But obviously, family gets in the way and shit like that. So
getting back to the Shawnee Boy battle, then. How did it feel before? Was this like the first, second battle of the day in Fiddlers?
Yeah, it was, man. It was an early one. I was sweating. I sweat anyway in it. Like I got some sweaty handsy thing, man. I don't know what it is, but fucking yeah, man. I was sweating. It was the first time I met Lefty like face to face because we knew each other through someone, and it was just like, rah, there's bare people there. It's like shit, boy.
What did you think of Shawnee?
I thought he's shit, man.
I mean, he's Brumhalen.
His accent, innit?
Yeah,
his accent. I didn't know what he was. I never spoke to someone from Birmingham before. It was like, rah, spread speaking some next language.
I mean, he's very sort of Luna-esque as everyone was, right?
Yeah. But see, this. I didn't even know who Luna was until I got into the battle.
Right.
Then I thought, rah, Luna. All I literally just knew O'Shea. That was it.
One of the things that you do, Jay, is even your first battle you were doing this, you're attacking your opponent's family members and their appendages, their disabilities. Your mum's fanny flaps looks like Jay-Z's lips, you say?
Yeah, but when I look back now, it's like, right, man, that was shit. But at the time, I didn't think about is it good or not. I was just writing it. Like, fuck it, I'll just say this. Like, that was literally it. Just thought, boom, fuck it.
I mean, Shawnee has some decent stuff, I think, as well, and it is a interesting contest between both of you. How did it feel, the first battle, getting over with?
I felt shit, man. I lost in it. Yeah. So it was like, rah. And then later on, like a year later, I was like, rah, okay. All the people I lost to, you know what I mean? Where the fuck are they?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people in this 2012, even like Barn B, for example, you know, which we'll get to. But I want to talk about you and Lefty teaming up versus Impact and Enigma, which is a really, really fun battle, and it marks the beginning of a huge 2-on-2 partnership, collaboration. Like, how did that begin performing together?
Well, do you know what? I actually, my first 2-on-2 battle was with a Brit. Do you remember Setter?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was with Setter, innit, against fucking Dialect and Flex Digits. That was my first ever 2-on-2. But before that, I was telling her, like, don't set me up with Setter, innit? I don't really know him too tough. And then next thing was Lefty, and then just went from there, man. That was it. I was joke writing with him, so fuck it.
And like, how did those sessions work? Like, did you guys just...
Well, like us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wouldn't even say we writ, like, all together, each battle we met up 3 times, about 2 hours each. So the first time we'll just watch battles and just take the piss, to be honest, literally. Not write any, just take the piss. And then we'll just holler at each other with little lines and that. Meet up again and sort of put it all together. And then the next time we sort of memorize it by then. So we're ready to go. It's like, that's why we try and memorize it quick, innit? So it's smoother performance.
Right.
So that it works more, rather than like you're sounding like you're reading off paper, if you know what I mean.
I mean, you guys really do have good chemistry.
Yeah, but that's because the way that we're performing the battle is literally what we're doing at home, innit? There's no, like, we don't step in there and start being angry. It's literally that is how we're practicing.
That sort of conversational, it really works.
Yeah, like, it's literally, we're just doing what we do anyway.
Yeah.
Not like trying to make tunes out here.
I mean, this is
taking a piss out of someone.
This is in Gingley.
Yeah, that was in Shepherd's Bush. I'm from Shepherd's Bush as well, so I was quite happy about that battle.
Yeah, it came out well. I mean, bent legs at the front, old school.
Yeah, bent legs, fucking hell, man. That was far back.
it's a good measurement.
It was mad hot in there as well under that in that place.
Yeah, it was a good event, that, actually. A lot of the guys from the Jan tryouts there. Soul Khan was there, if you remember.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. Didn't he had a battle as well? I can't remember who he battled though. It was Cracker's tryout as well that day.
Yeah, Sketchy, did he battle?
Yeah, do you know? I don't even know. Maybe he'll say I ain't got a clue.
I think Impact and Enigma have some stuff here. I mean, Impact's style, in the best possible way, is very sort of 2012. So here, it's really in its prime.
Yeah, I mean, even that battle, like, we was all cool because I was on the battle in it from straight after the first one, so that I already went places with Enigma and Impact. So that was more jokey battle. We knew stuff about each other. And
Impact saying this fat cunt could break winds to inflate blimps.
Yeah, do you know what? At the time, I don't even know what a blimp is. So I've never heard of it. What the fuck is that?
You've never heard of the word blimp?
Nah, man.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what a blimp is. You know what? I still don't really know what a blimp is.
It's like a big hot air balloon, like a ship, like, yeah.
Yeah, like, there's no point. The GTA is when I found out about it. When I tried land on it.
The Goodyear blimp.
That's when I found out, like, raw. So that's what he was talking about. Like 3 years later.
You flip as well in this battle. I mean, we get the predictable fat jokes, and that's something that inevitably came. Like,
nah, do you know what? Them first couple battles, I'd say the first 8 or 10, I was nervous as shit. So, like, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, no, that was actually what did I say? The donut thing or something. Something like that.
Yeah. Only fat when I fuck your mom.
I didn't freestyle that, man. I didn't freestyle. I just knew they were going to say fat jokes. It got obvious after a couple battles. It's like, that's what they're going to say. Okay.
It's good for me, and obviously, as we go through, you and Lefty would team up. But getting onto the solo stuff here, you went to Outlook with Don't Flop. Which I think cemented you in a certain view of the fans, like, kind of closer.
I don't know, man. It took me years for people to actually look around and say, you know what, he's not a good rapper, but he gives me jokes. Yeah. And that's all I really wanted anyway, but to be honest, I didn't join it to be a rapper or nothing. You know what I mean? But it does make you get carried away thinking, right, maybe I am a rapper. You know what I mean? Half of it is not, half of them is not, man.
Well, I mean, a lot of your battles, you have stuff where like, oh, Big J has bars now. Like, you do a lot of that stuff.
No, do you know why? Because it was like halfway through, if you remember, it was switching from jokes to bars. The fans were liking bars, then jokes. And it was like, oh, like, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know what I was good. Well, I knew what I was good at, but you know, you have to try other stuff. I'm one of them that likes to try, and if it don't work, whatever.
And going out there, then battling Bowski, like one of the biggest crowds, probably loads of people there.
I battled Bowski. That's it. In Sheffield, I think it was before the Croatia one.
Okay.
So we that was just like a little holiday, man. That was nice. Man.
Chronicle. A lot of people watch the Chronicle battle. And you know, it seems like you bodied a vet there. Like, you know, you beat him.
I don't. Yeah, but when I look at it, I just think, right, I can't look but think, you fat shit. Like, what your t-shirt's tight. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's weird, man. It's weird. I haven't even watched that back.
I mean, you're at all these events, you know, like Croatia.
You know what? I was just having fun with it, man. I mean, every battle I got offered, I was just saying yeah to whoever. Didn't matter who it was, like, fuck it, come on in.
And it was just more, I guess it was more fun back then, wasn't it? The backstage stuff.
Yeah, like the whole, not even that, man. Ask anyone, bro. I never chilled. I'd done my battle and bounced. Because I got to go home, man. I don't know, I'm one of them. I like to go home once I've done what I'm doing.
Yeah, I get that. But
so that's sort of, and when you come off stage, man, you need to get out of the building. It's too much.
You don't like the adulation?
No, I could come in after. But I need to get out straight away, man, because there's too much. Like, do you know what I mean? They're just shaking like 1,000 people's hands. You don't know any of them. It's like, I need to get outside some air first.
And so you don't remember any of the Chronicle material, or?
Not really, man. I mean, I remember him talking about fucking hitting my kid off high chair and that. Yeah. But that back then, it's like, you know, when people saying that to your face, you can't help but think like, rah. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not in a battle. You have to switch off. Because it can fuck you up and make you start thinking madness that you want to do. It's like, you got to remember, it's just a battle. Like, you're about to say it's like 10 times worse. So it's like...
And, you know, around the time of 4th birthday, I think this was like the event before Birmingham. You know, lots of cool battles went down here. Yourself versus Bruce C. That a lot of people, Jay, they see you sort of, I don't know, overstretching your writing.
Mention that battle. I've wiped that battle out of my memory. I've never shared that battle. That was terrible. But this is what I was saying. This is the stage where I was trying to work out what works with the crowd. Because at the start, people weren't really feeling me anyway. So it's like, I need to get them to think something's good. So I was up and down doing, jokes, bars. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. It's a bar heavy J in that one.
No, they're not bars, man. I said some stupid shit. I look back now and think, what was I thinking?
I like Bruce seeing that battle.
Yeah, he smashed it, innit? But it wasn't hard, man. Come on. I was terrible.
But one of the things we see as we go through 2012, you know, we start off with the old Englishes and you with Sater, as you say, and Barnby, etc. But you start getting big opponents towards the end of the year, like Chronicle. And the next battle that I really want to focus on is you versus Mickey Worthless.
The only way that you're going to get famous or respect is to successfully sell millions of snapbacks for people's heads. Or sell Carlos like a rent boy for 1,000 of gents. Or sell Carlos like a rent boy for 1,000 of gents. Or find your old girlfriend, try get a back, try beg for your ex. But the only way that you're really going to get famous is after this battle when I zip you up and they pronounce you dead. And then you'll be remembered like Jimmy Savile for touching up Carlos and Tense.
Oh yeah, that was meant to happen a few times, I think. And then it ended up going down. I remember them cutting my face off the fucking flyer.
Right, yeah, it's like hands on your face or something.
Yeah, it's like, right, you gotta dunk me over, man. But yeah, even that one, that was just more, I knew what I was doing there. I knew I was gonna come and just joke about him and shit like that. I knew what he was kind of roughly gonna say. But even that, I started going off on some bullshit about, I can't remember, I was my oil and oh man, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that first.
Yeah, like, it's like, what am I on about? Even I am like questioning it as I'm saying it. Like, what is this? I don't even know what this means.
And because of you know, in the timeline when it happened, there's lots of talk about Croatia and the fallout of that. You mentioned Mickey in the first wanking next to her as he slept.
Oh yeah, he boasted about that, man.
Right.
Said that he was oh, Mickey's joke, man. Let's not get into Croatia, man.
And, you know, you kind of go for this loaded Lux approach at the end of the first, imagining him and DK having this life together. Just another lost,
I don't know, man.
You know.
I like to pick. I don't know. I like to pick angles. If it's funny, innit, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're telling me it's whatever. I'm just saying it. I've decided. No one's changed my mind, innit, and that's it. So that's kind of what happened with that battle as well.
And I'm not sure if it's in this battle, but it's certainly, if it started in this battle, I should say, but it's certainly in the battle. That's not Gangster Blood. When did that start?
I think that was against Big Sarters, you know.
Right.
In where was that? Liverpool.
Okay.
I think that was on the demo channel as well. I don't see that.
That's no longer online. Are you aware that the demo channel and Don't Flop Extra is gone?
Yeah, like I found out a couple months ago. Still, it's like, I got half of my battles around there, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
But no. That Big Sorters battle. I like that battle.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I like that battle, man. Because that was when I started thinking, like, I'm kind of feeling my feet a little bit. Like, crowd are liking the jokes now. I'm getting a bit better. The rhyming's getting a bit better. It's more flowy, and it fucking went on demo.
Yeah. This battle though against Mickey, I think you really rise to the challenge, and I think you have loads of funny stuff, and you perform well.
But that's what I mean. You know? When it's your, like, I wouldn't say friend, but when it's your boy, it's like, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go in on him about his private. Like, he's not gonna go in on me. It's just like, they're just gonna have a laugh. To me, it's like talking. Just, I don't know, man. Like in school, just, you know, you just cussing each other. So that's sort of what them sort of battles are, anyway.
And again, Croatia stuff comes up. Talks about caustic as well, because obviously this took place after 4th birthday, and revealing the rhymes there. You get a lot of stuff up. You have a really strong delivery. I think you really know how to sell a line. You know, the haircut is all full of blood. Looks like it was cut in Cornwall.
Even that. What does that mean?
Yeah,
you can't explain that to me. See what I mean? I can't explain it to you, and I said it. Yeah. So it's like, but it's funny. Yeah. I don't know why it's funny, but it's funny. Yeah. And I kind of knew that it would get a laugh, but I don't even know why.
And some weird imagery as well, because at the time, I do remember Mickey was constantly flogging snapbacks on Twitter. You imagine his mom stapling 2 unimplistled ones together and using it as a bra. Oh, shit. Yeah, see them little lines, yeah? It pops in my head while I'm driving around at work. Yeah. And I just jot it down and rhyme it with any old shit. Pretty much my battle rap history there. So you get to the odd third that we spoke about. His nan being like president of Iran.
Yeah, see, all of that stuff, just pretend I didn't say that. Because again, I don't know what that means. But most of my battles, I can watch them with you and I'll tell you I don't know what half of it means. At the time I did, now I ain't got a clue. But that just means I Google searched it, innit? So
Mickey says in his third, I mean, Mickey flips some wrestling stuff that you do really well. And he has quite a good few flips in this battle. And he mentions you making a cunt of yourself doing the cinnamon challenge. Is that still online?
Yeah, it is, man. I nearly died that day, man. That, I swear, that was awful. I don't know why I done it with a ladle.
Wow.
But I did. It's on there. I think if you put Big J Cinnamon Challenge, it's still there, man.
Okay. Yeah, I found it, yeah.
Shit. Honestly, bro, never again am I doing that. Never.
So yeah, I'll definitely have to watch that afterwards. And he says that you used to tweet him before the tryouts. I guess that was a lie.
Before the tryout? Yeah, when it was coming up to my tryout. You know, when it was coming up to...
oh, you did?
Obviously, before I started. Who did I think I watched a few, like 1 or 2 battles, and it was Mickey Worthless battles in it, and then that was it. And I just started tweeting and saying, "You're sick, man. You're sick, Mickey."
I'm actually just watching the cinnamon challenge right now. Yeah, oh my god, you swallow so much.
You know, that's one of them moments where you think, yeah, I could do that. And it's like, no, I can't do this one. It's too late. I've done it.
Oh god, you're wretched. Okay, so I mean, what do you think, by the way, about the disintegration of Don't Flop and it entering a new age and stuff like that, and the age you know were prevalent in is now gone. Like, does it sadden you or?
Nah, man, because I know if I wanted to come back, it will change, innit? But like, I don't know, man. I thought there was too many new people, to be honest with you. It was after that, you know, the year tour thing, Don't Flop on tour. After
Raise
that,
the bar, yeah.
kind of got dry, man, because it was like there was no one to battle. Everyone didn't want to battle this person because they thought they was better than them, and it was like it's getting a bit childish, man. Like people trying to turn a hobby into a job, man. It's not working.
Yeah,
that's kind of what happened. Everyone wanted money all of a sudden. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, but around this time, 2013, then you and Lefty regroup, and the Villain and Carlos battle. A lot of people point to that as a minor classic, like.
Yeah, but you know what? That was meant to be at Ginglink as well, man. But the event overrun, and they tried to make us do it outside, but me and Lefty weren't having that at all, man. Hey, battling on Bush Green. But yeah, and then it happened then. I think it was at Christmas. Oh no, it was just after Christmas because it was meant to be at the Christmas event.
Okay.
So we had extra time to add little bits in, but you should never give us extra time, boy. Because none of that wig stuff was fully in it like that.
Yeah.
There was a little bit, but it's more like maybe, shall we do it, shall we not? As soon as we have more time, where it's like, fuck it.
And that sort of prop game that you're introducing, like, why was that?
I have no idea, man. It just popped in my head that he looks like Albert Einstein's hair, innit? And I thought, fuck it. I see the wig, actually. I think I see the wig, and then I text Lefty like, oh, I got an idea. And when I showed him, it was like, yeah, man. Let's do that. And it was like, I don't know. And then we obviously ended up doing it, popped off. Even the shirt, like I found the shirt and then it was like, oh, we have to do it, man.
And then the follow-up battle was you guys versus Bam and Cystic.
Yeah, the tournament, I think.
Yeah, that was an exciting tournament.
It weren't for us, man. We went out in the first round.
Well, no, of course not for you guys. But I mean, like, kind of unfair, I guess. No one seemed to like Bam and Cystic in the history of it.
To be honest, though, it doesn't matter what people think. The judges were there. They're the judges, isn't it? So that's the end of. You can't argue.
Sure.
Obviously, we think we win, but everyone thinks they won the battle, so it is what it is.
And how did you think of your performance in that event?
I think we smashed it, man. I honestly thought we had it, like, no problem. Like, we both did.
Yeah.
Even outside, it was like, oh, we got this, man.
And was that distracting, it being video judged, it being a bit of a delay?
Nah, man. Nothing like that. Just do the battle, innit? And just, nah.
Yeah. And C Major and Cracker worthy winners?
They was in the end, but I just think me and Lefty would have, if we got past Bam and Cystic, I think we would have just clowned on everyone. And eventually everyone think, nah, they're taking the piss. But it didn't happen, so we would have had more 2-on-2s, so blame the video judges.
We saw you on Jump Off a little later on. What was that about, stepping in that ring?
What's his name, man? Ari or whatever. Yeah. The guy who runs it, he hollered me. I think I said that I'll do it a few times, man, just didn't go. And then this one night I just thought, fuck it, man. I just went and kind of half popped off. But in the end, I cheated as well at the end of that, the motherfucker.
Okay.
He wrote all his bars on his hand, man.
Oh, man.
Cheating, motherfucker. Nah, but it was fun, man. It was good. Jump Off. Different experience, though.
Yeah. How were the crowd?
Ruthless. Swear down, you fuck up, they're not having it. One line fucked up. Ooh. It's not the one if you're trying out.
What about the chalk battle?
Oh, I didn't even know who that was. I never see it. I turned up, he said you're battling this guy. Like, rah. Alright, cool. And that was it. I forgot about that battle, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
there's loads of battles that I forgot about.
I mean, there's so many fucking battles, man. Even at this point, we're like 20 battles deep.
Yeah, I know, man. I think I've done 44 or 45 or something like that.
Yeah. You say you think you've done it. You're not going to return, or?
I don't know, man. You know what it is? If you look at my last two battles, who was it? Juan and
Surfer.
Surfer. Them two battles, I stopped after that because I thought, like, I watched back both of them, and it's just not the same, man. Like, I'm not the same. I'm not in the same mood. it's not popping off. It just wasn't the same, and I thought there's no point forcing it because it fucks up everything else that's there. So I just allowed it. And I had my son that year as well, so
Yeah.
it's just too much in it, and I just thought, like, no, I'm not even gonna force it. Like, fuck it, just leave it, and like literally just left it ever since, man.
Yeah, but there's so many classics to look back on, you know, namely you and Lefty versus Shufflo in the compliments battle. I mean, this is nearing 1 million views.
Yeah, no, that was good, man. But we've done that again in the YouTube studios. I think that went on demos as well. So that's fun.
Yeah, right. That's gone as well.
And I put a dressing gown on instead of a bally. I don't know why, but I did.
How much was
Another
different
one, I don't know
in
why.
those performances?
Nothing with our side, but Shuffle, T, and Marlo swapped their lines in it,
Wow.
which was quite sick, man. Yeah, I know, man. It's probably sick.
Oh, that's so crazy. I didn't realise that. That's so cool.
Yeah, they said each other's lines as a whole battle, so it's like raw. You should have made more of an effort.
Now, an important battle in your chronology for both you and your opponent, versing Toucan. This has a lot of gender themes going on in the battle. It's loaded.
Oh, Toucan. I was drunk. I was meant to battle, who was on it? Mr. 13
Right.
the day before in an Australian accent battle. And I just got way too drunk, man. I just got way too drunk. And then I turned up the next day to battle Toucan, and I was fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, man. After, I don't even think I hardly slept either.
And the battle itself, I mean, Toucan's opening line, no one can forget it.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you know what it was? It was like I was the first person to battle the BRR that's come out.
Yeah.
Like, behind the scenes was like kind of hot, so like, oh, you're gonna take the piss out of him, obviously, because they know I'm just gonna mention the gay stuff. It's obvious, so that's what I done.
And you met Battle Rivers then on Gab, which, I mean, you
Oh,
were
yeah.
like a top dog in Don't Flop at this time to a certain extent. It was cool to see you given the opportunity.
No, do you know, I was just trying to just have a laugh, man. Like, everyone messaged me all the time saying, "Oh, you're sick, make me crack up," and I just thought, I can't stop that. Fuck it, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
I was just accepting everything, always writing. But yeah, that Rivers one, that was a different sort of, way different sort of vibe to Don't Flop. Complete opposite, to be honest with you, actually.
Better.
But yeah, that was, it was, I don't know, man. I felt more comfortable.
Yeah.
But I felt comfortable at Don't Flop as well. So it's like, I think battle rap in general, then times I was just comfortable with it. So it didn't matter where I was battling.
I mean, it's just the spread of battles as well. You're on Epic Bars. You faced off against Lefty, which, you know, was kind of light-hearted, but a good clash.
Yeah, like, we're just fucking about, innit? Literally.
I mean, what are the battles that you felt you get really serious on?
Serious? I don't think
are
I've
they
had
all
the serious
jokey?
one. Yeah, I don't.
Mostly are, yeah. I mean, some of O'Shea is quite penetrating, like.
The O'Shea battle, I was waiting for that for years, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's mainly the reason why I was battling so much.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's the first person I watched, so I was always begging, let me have O'Shea, let me battle O'Shea. O'Shea's on it, and it was like, no, not yet, you're not ready. So I was just doing these random battles and shit, and then eventually, obviously, I got him in Liverpool, so I was like, raw.
Yeah.
See, scousers rob everything. That's something I've had to learn. Because you're such a thief, you even stole someone else's bird. and Nick and Flossie's cows are weak. Because you're such a thieving bastard, you even stole Austin Powers' teeth. Because you're from Liverpool, the chavvy streets, where all the girls are either fat lesbians or look like Natty Beats.
I mean, it's good for battlers, I think, to want to build towards battling someone. Like, if someone came along and really wanted to battle O'Shea, and they'd just been on Dub Scandal or something, and that's their only goal, that would catalyse them, I think. And, you know, you battle O'Shea, it's the ultimate battle, 211k, and I've been to the place where it was. It's unfortunately been knocked down since the Casimir in Liverpool, and it's a great venue, right?
Yeah, it was a nice venue, man. It was all back alleyways, though. But yeah, it's nice, man.
Yeah. It was a Saturday night event,
non-judged.
Yeah,
and it was good, man. It was just, everyone was pissed and shit. Obviously not me. I was driving home. But yeah, everyone was all drunk and that. So yeah, it was good, man. And after that, it was like, who do I want now? So I had to have a proper think of like, you know, because I wanted O'Shea for so long.
Yeah.
Now I've done it. You know, what's next sort of thing?
And your second round in this battle going on Flossie.
Oh yeah, I was always going to do that anyway. Because obviously I wanted to battle him from ages, so I had little lines here and there. Obviously never materialized into nothing but little odd lines, so I just put them together. Literally.
I mean, yeah, you're going on her nostrils. Her
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
actually starts shouting at you.
Yeah, I don't know what she was on.
She loves my
True
knob, you
parents,
proclaim.
man.
Yeah. Her nipples look like PlayStation analog sticks.
Yeah, like see that stuff. That's when I'm driving at work, man. Yeah, that's true.
But she's
That-
good.
that's like one of them.
She's good in this battle.
Yeah, he because it was the same thing. Because we was gonna battle like early on in my battles, and I can't remember if just said you're not ready, sort of thing.
Right.
Not yet. It's not the right time. So we left it. So I'm not. He might have had stuff as well, like lined up. So
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
how I think he had so much. And, like he was good. But I'm glad he was good because I'd been pissed if he was shit.
No, he really does deliver. Yeah, he doesn't disappoint. Like when he battled Zayn Azro recently, I know he rarely does disappoint. The Danny Jack battle was great.
Yeah, like imagine I had a battle and he was just terrible. He's only his worst battle. I'd be fuming. Like, I've been waiting years for this, and it's just you flopped it for me. But yeah, man.
I mean, hoovering with the Grim Reaper, the way he's dicing with death. Starts crying at that line, putting his arm around Bagnall.
And he smashed it, man. He smashed it. Well, even that battle, that's a battle I showed to people because there's no seriousness. You can see it's a joke. The crowd are loving it. It's just like an all friendly, good old chummy battle.
That is definitely a good battle. And to look forward then to KOTR, which you were at the birth at. You versus Hulk was like the first battle, I think?
Yeah, that was the first battle, a title match, you know. And I found out it was a title match, like, literally about 5 minutes before outside. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, the first battle, as soon as you turn, I was like, will you battle now? Title. So, raw, boy, calm down. But yeah, that just happened, and it was over quicker than it fucking started. It was like, raw. I lost. What the fuck happened there?
Yeah, pretty iconic bit of battle rap to go back and watch there for sure. But you battling Harry Baker then at Sunburn, which is kind of Harry's return to some extent to the fold.
I didn't even want to battle Harry Baker, man. I swear down.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to battle him at all. But then, it's at that point where I was like, fuck it, man. Why not? Who else is there, sort of thing? I wanted to get on that card. Yeah. So that's pretty much why I took the battle.
Yeah, I mean, Harry has lots of good stuff with his Poetry Slam Madrid
Oh yeah,
t-shirt.
he smashed it as well, man.
And lots of sort of...
But them, I don't know. I don't like that battle, innit? Because I don't know. Because I know how I was feeling before that battle. I weren't really on that battle. So I don't really watch it.
It's a good battle.
Yeah, so it's
honestly.
alright. It's alright.
No, it's decent. I mean, just from watching it back this morning. And when I watched it, I was thinking, the inbox from Censor, is this from this battle?
Oh, man. I have no idea with that, you know. That was so random. I don't even know when that started because it was just, it popped up in one battle. I don't even know. I think I forgot my lines and I randomly said it. Yeah. And then remembered my stuff again and then carried on. And then I just ran with it, man. I thought, fuck it, I might as well drag it on a bit.
It is such a funny line, and it's immortal, really. It gets parodied so much.
Yeah, like, I mean, them sort of things I like watching, man, because it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
I like it. I can laugh at myself and not when I'm like, oh, what am I talking about?
And I love the idea of like teachers watching this battle because they know Harry does poetry and maybe wanting to book them for school. And then your first is all about Harry being a sex offender.
Oh, yeah, man. That's not good, man.
No.
It's not him anyway.
Him loving Halloween because he can give sweets out to kids without being suspicious. And then you reveal at the end that Censor only knows this because Harry touched up Censor's kids, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, actually, that was a joke, thinking about it now. Yeah. There's sort of a few lines in that.
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of weight stuff from Harry.
I wish I could get all my good lines and put them in one battle against someone.
Yeah. I mean, is that what every battler like dreams about?
Yeah, like of course, isn't it? Well, it would be good.
I mean, Harry has some clever stuff here. There's a lift weights and there's a lift weight and stuff. But I think you're just naturally funny with it, really. And you talk again about bringing bars. Yeah,
see that now I look at that, it's fair cringy, man.
Really?
cringy. Yeah, every time I say bars, it's like, oh, I'll leave it. I turn it off. Like, what's this guy on? It's blatantly me.
And like for some reason, I guess it's a little bit of filler. You just talk about how high you get at the end of the second. But there's some bars that I really like a scarecrow because the hay's inside me.
Yeah, see, again, that's another little line at work. Yeah. Sometimes I just think of lines at work back then, yeah, and I was writing tunes and shit. So it's like, it's either going to go on a battle or a tune. So I had bare little jokes here and there. I just had to make it work for certain people. Obviously with new stuff. I always had them sort of lines hanging about.
And the third, about his mom in the wheelchair, like, how did you come up with that?
That's true, man.
Right.
No, see, you don't even believe me. See what I'm saying?
I mean...
Why am I so unbelievable? Censor told me. No, I'm joking.
I mean, Geechee has his real life thirds, and you know, you have your.
Now, them sort of, I think that was the first time I made something up.
Right.
And then,
right.
From then, I just started chatting shit about everyone's mom.
I think against O'Shea, you say his mom had like a short arm.
Yeah, short arm, and she can't reach the McDonald's drive-thru. It was that battle, I think, was the first one.
Yeah.
And then Harry Baker.
There's a lot of.
She went on and on from there, man.
There's a lot of landmarks here. And a battle from October 2014, Jay, that a lot of people were surprised by. I remember myself when it got announced being quite confused. You versus Danny Jack.
I messaged her, innit, and said, like, give him a chance, man, let me battle him. And that was literally it, man. And then I ended up battling him. Because he was cool, man. But I think he was a bit unfair, innit, because everyone started taking the piss straight away. They ain't even battled yet. And I just thought, fuck it, I'll battle him. And that was it. We done a battle. He beat me, but good on him, innit? Yeah. I wasn't really bothered.
Well, you were part of bigger cards, like the Manchester versus London card, which is...
Yeah, like, so I thought, fuck it, innit? I'm getting all these big battles. I wanted to do something like that for someone anyway, man. But pretty much, yeah, I asked for the battle, got the battle. Yeah, man, that was a good battle still.
And you versus Sean O'Mac then, I mean, that Ritz crowd.
Oh yeah, that was a bit overwhelming, man. That was rammed. That was like a balcony as well.
Yeah. And
it went far back. But when you're on stage, you can just see the like sea of people. It's like fucking hell.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable crowd, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if I stood on a stage like that now, I'll probably shit myself in it. But at them times, I was like, I can't wait to say this thing. This is going to be joy. This is going to pop. Now it's like, oh man, I don't know if I could get on stage.
And you kick off with Got an Inbox from Censor.
Is that not the one I said Bamalam? No.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
That's from Bamalam.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Bamalam.
Just telling Inbox said that Shauna was racist, hates black people and Asians.
Oh man. What did I say? Oh yeah, the smelled like onion bargee, you know.
Yeah.
Or was that the fucking? No, that was the Uno Lovers battles. Because the stages were quite similar. So man, I smoke a hell of a lot of weed, man.
I mean, yeah, Shauno does decent here. Again, this is quite a surprising matchup, but I guess he deserved it.
Yeah, like again, there's probably he wanted to get on the card. I wanted to get on the card. He was from Manchester. Obviously, I'm from London. That's it. Because obviously, it looked like our matchup was just put together. All the rest were like on point. So we went first in that. It was like, shit, boy, this crowd is crazy. And when you're first, it's always like you're kind of setting the mood, innit? So it's like you have to kind of be good. Otherwise, everyone's going to just lose interest before it even starts. It makes the whole event dead.
Yeah. I mean, you guys do really fucking well. And you get some huge laughs. And especially his mom being deaf in the third. Really does well.
That's one of my favorite rounds, man.
Yeah.
Even when like people thought I was choking while I was doing sign language, it's like I like that battle, man. That's when I met Shotty as well. Right. I didn't meet him, but officially I said hello to him on stage.
Yeah.
Within the battle.
Yeah.
I think that's in my second round.
And how was the event the rest of the day? Like, it's a legendary Don't Flop event.
It dragged, man. No, I'm joking. No, it's good. It's good. But I see when I do battles, I just want to go home, man.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. I just want to go home. So I'm just not really watching battles and that. I'm just mostly I was outside smoking, man. and then we'd miss like 3 or 4 battles. Oh shit! Like obviously we was in the building for Tony D and Shotty.
Yeah.
But the rest we didn't really hang about.
And next up, this battle's approaching 200,000 views. Is you versus Uno, and a pretty notorious battle, right?
Yeah, I mean even that battle, that was after O'Shea. That's who I wanted next. And I was just begging for that battle, to be honest, man. But I ended up getting it. So I was proper on that battle. I just wanted to smash him.
And the controversy about the N-word?
What N-word? That wasn't me, bro.
No.
No, I don't
I've seen
know,
a few
man.
videos on it. Like.
Do you know what? I knew what was going to happen with before I said it, but I knew what point I was making. And I just thought that I led up to it quite well, innit? And maybe I shouldn't have said it, maybe I should have, I don't know, innit? I probably shouldn't have, to be fair, but I was trying to get a point across, innit? This bro ain't black. What's he talking about? Because no one would say it. That's what annoyed me. Before my battle, everyone would watch Uno battle, and all I'm seeing is comments. How's he dropping the M-bomb? How's he allowed to drop the M? And I thought, all right, that's a good thing to address. And I thought let's do it in the proper way, innit? Just gonna get everyone talking, and that was it. Come up with that little line.
It's just crazy how much you were fucking battling. Like, you battled Lex Luthor, and this was like when he was just in the country for a few hours. Like,
oh yeah, he come on some layover, man. Yeah. He said I want to battle someone. I just said come, and we met up in Hammersmith in a fucking behind the Apollo. Just battled in some estate, and fucking that was it, man. He went on his airplane, and I went home. But that's what I was on back then. Quick
you were hungry, man.
Yeah, like in more ways than one, innit? Mm-hmm. No, but yeah, no, I was just on it back then, man. I just think it was fun. As soon as it stops getting fun, it turns into like work, man. Like, now this, I don't want to do it. So there's no point staying there.
Yeah, I mean, as it went on, the battles became less about these sort of more routine domestic events. They became, more events in themselves. Like, you battled Dirtbag Dan in Amsterdam, and then Marv 1, and like, I mean, just on the Dirtbag Dan battle, like, he's obviously on mushrooms in the battle.
Yeah, that battle was, I was so high in that battle, man. I bought, have you ever been Amsterdam?
Yeah.
You know them big massive cone things, they have pre-roll things?
Right.
I must have bought one of them, bought loads of different weeds, packed the shit out, and I just walked to the event with it. I think it was Thesaurus, man. I never seen him in my life. I didn't even know he knew me. I was like, yeah, have some of that. Then we just started talking. I went in the venue now, upstairs, and Dirtbag Dan's on the fucking sofa up there. And just me and him upstairs smoking this big thing, just chatting shit about fucking water. And then he said, yeah, shall I mention it in the battle? And it just ended it up, bro. Oh, that battle was fucked up, man. So yeah, he told me upstairs that he was on mushrooms, innit? I didn't know. Yeah. But he said it was all planned before. Yeah. I was like, you didn't want me to get pissed. I was like, I don't give a fuck. We're in Amsterdam, G.
I mean, there was a little sort of mini doc made of it. That's a pretty good watch that just chronicles Dan's descent. He was on the show as well. We discussed it. But yeah, he is sort of tripping balls as you deliver your rounds for each other, and they incorporate well.
Yeah, no, he was way fucked. He was fucked.
Yeah. It's not got that many views, this battle. It's got like 73k. Like, it needs more, I think.
Yeah, no, I've got a lot of hidden ones. But no, even that battle, even before we was battling, he was like telling me, like, oh, there's tigers in this room, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even know he was on mushrooms properly at that point. I was thinking, like, what's he talking about? He's like, yeah, there's all lions, there's tigers in here, Like, bro, what the fuck? And he's cracking up, like, do you want a mushroom? It's like, bro, I thought mushrooms looked like mushrooms. That does not look like a mushroom, bro. I swear that I thought mushrooms are actual mushrooms, closed cup.
No,
mushrooms.
yeah, no closed cup. Yeah, you versus Marv 1, which you paid for, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, I wanted a battle. I wanted it international, and I wanted to invest in events, innit?
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna do in the end, because I was gonna do. Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna do. I was gonna invest in some events, and that Marv 1 was like a tryout thing. And I just wanted to see if it was worth it. And yeah, I ended up paying for him. his flight over or not, hotel.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that was it, man. Well,
How did you find the battle? I mean, probably most people remember it for you removing your hat and revealing your braids.
yeah, oh shit. Yeah, they give me a headache all day, they did, man. And it was hot in there, I couldn't even take my hat off. It's like, shit, this hat has to be so tight on my head in case someone grabs it. Like when it's, oh man, that was, but yeah, no, that was a good battle, man. I was ready for that battle, obviously, because I put money in it, and I thought I was getting money back and that profit, but shit happens in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to make any money out of battle rap, right?
Nah, man.
No?
You just gotta move it properly.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, in terms of rehearsal, like for these battles, you've done so many battles at this point, and you didn't really seem to choke that much. Like, how was your prep? Like,
Quite hard to be honest with you, man, because I had 2 kids at that time.
Yeah.
And obviously they're just young, so they're crying all night. It was more in my head, man, and when I'm driving to work, like just doing it out loud a few times here and there. Like one morning, I'll fucking memorize the first round. But I'd aim like for the end of the week to be ready to perform it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if like the kids went out, I'd do it in the front room, just hearing where I can, really, man. It weren't. I never had no routine, like 10 o'clock, 10 hour. I never had none of that.
Yeah.
It was like, boom, she's in the shower.
And then getting into Sunburn 2 then, with Lefty against Peace Soldier and Matter, fair to say this is probably like your last great battle?
That was the last battle, isn't it? Oh, yeah, oh, you mean me? Yeah.
Yeah, just you, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because it was with Lefty and I was in the mood, and he's got a good way of getting you on it.
Yeah.
When he's in your face, he's getting you to do something. So he's just so like, bro, if you could do this, man, you could do it. Don't watch that. We got this. And it's a bit like uplifting, I suppose. It's like, yeah, no, do you know what we have? So yeah, that helped, man. So yeah, that battle, I like that battle.
Yeah, I mean, the owl stuff, again, another big thing that gets referenced in battling that you coined.
Yeah, like, we like to pick one thing and just drag it out. That's our thing, man. If you notice that, we pick one thing and just drag it out through the battle. But we could do that. I just feel some people drag out the same thing and it gets boring, man. But I don't feel we ever made it boring, mentioning this generic stuff.
No.
And even random stuff like, no, I'm sure no one called him an owl before.
I'm pretty sure not, no.
But that's just, again, that was just us sitting in the room, put a battle on and went, oh, right, he looks like an owl. And that was it. It went from there.
And it's one of the most watched battles from Sunburn 2. It may be the most watched, I'm not sure. But, that whole card was crazy. Yeah, it is one of the standouts for you. And then, as you say, Jay, like, I think the last 2 battles, Juan and Templar Surfer, they just, you're not really recognisable.
There's no, I'm just not there, man. It's like, I can't. And imagine I carried it on. Like, all the new people now just think, oh, he's a shit battler. All back to the beginning again. And I ain't got time to be working my way up again. So I just left it.
And I mean, that brings us to the end. Like, there are some battles that, haven't been uploaded or whatever, or have been disintegrated. I mean, Rapunzel just got re-uploaded. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I shared that.
Yeah.
Even that one, that was a quick one. Actually, I didn't want to do that one either. I was like, just do it. Do this one, we'll get O'Shea. Do this one, you get O'Shea.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking bastard, man. So I just done it. Or it might have been Una Lava. I can't remember, man. It was one of them. But yeah, man, that was alright. But I done Red JSD as well, man. That league's, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if they're even still online, them battles.
Yeah, there are a few, early on, definitely.
They were dead as well. They're old, man. Don't search them.
Yeah, you verse Crisis on there.
Yeah, just keep to my, like, don't flop. Keep to Bloodstroke and stuff like that. Just watch them sort of battles.
Yeah. And you wanted to battle Ogmios?
Yeah, I wanted to battle Ogmios for a while, man. But certain hierarchies don't. No, I can see what people say. They don't want it to happen, and if they think it's not going to get views, it's not going to happen. And there's no point, really, putting together as much as you want the battle, and it makes sense. If it's not going to get views, what's the point? The waste of everyone's time, really. unless you do something amazing. But he
Yeah,
would
I
have
mean,
smacked
you spoke
well,
about
to be fair.
wanting Kruger and Saurus as well.
Yeah, do you know what that was when I was getting excited about them times, and I think they done a poll on the Don't Flop forum
Mm.
for who to be the next title shot or whatever, and I was at the top of it. It's like raw.
Wow.
But obviously, I don't know, man, probably a joke thing. But I got picture proof. You know what I mean?
What about modern UK battle rap? Are you interested in it?
Not at all, man.
No.
Serious. Nah, there's too many names.
Yeah.
There's too many names. It's just messy, man. This looks messy. There's so many leagues. There's so many names. Like this guy's friends with this guy now. They're working. I don't know what the fuck. I wouldn't even know who to type in.
What do you know about Premier Battles?
I know about it, but I haven't really watched any of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you
obviously, I
really
probably
just don't watch
watched
battles, like.
No, not really, man. It's sort of switched off.
Yeah, man, you were so in
I
it,
don't
like.
watch it anymore.
Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, I wouldn't. I told Briggsy already, man. I'd be on being a manager because you don't have to battle, innit?
Yeah.
But he's asked me to be in Pride a few times. I might do it. I don't know, innit?
Right.
It depends how I'm feeling. I don't know. I don't like to commit to something, then last minute I start thinking, no, I don't want to do it. So, do you know what I mean? Then it starts becoming half-assed. Can't be bothered to write. Then it's like I have to do it because I feel deep. And it's just a load of shit.
And I opened it up to a few questions on the Facebook page just for Went Live. And Pamphlet wants me to ask you about throwing up on the way to Norwich and the videos you made getting lost in London.
He's deep. Yeah, no, I'll do it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that event, I can't remember who anyone was battling.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was. Oh, no, I was battling some weird guy, actually.
Right.
I can't remember his name, but he was weird as fuck. And yeah, I was driving up there and I had to pull over, man. I was sick everywhere. That's when I first met Impact properly, Pamphlet. I think Enigma was in the car. And I think Toucan, funny enough.
Right.
And I was just sick everywhere. Like the first time meeting these bears, like, oh shit. So yeah, the motherfucker.
And then the videos of you getting lost in London.
Oh yeah, who was I meant to battle? Jay Cruz I was meant to battle.
Right.
It was like a next day, you know them Sunday events after a big weekend thing. It was one of them. And I got lost, man. I was in the middle of a marathon and shit. There's a video on Facebook.
Okay.
Of yeah, man, I ended up in the middle of the marathon, like they wouldn't let me pass. I was in the race and shit. What's going on? It was fucked. It was proper got lost. I lost my car, innit? I parked my car, and then I couldn't find the venue. And then when I went back to find my car, I couldn't find my car. So I was just walking around, like fucking hell. Like I can't even ask anyone. Do you know what I mean? Do you know where my car is? I don't even know where it is. There's nothing to ask. You know? I don't know. Oh, yeah, that was bad, man.
So yeah, we'll close up a few quick fire questions, Jay. Like, all time for you, favorite Don't Flop battle?
Wow, what of mine? Or
no, just in general, like you like to watch.
Probably Shotty and Tony D, or Tony D and O'Shea actually. Yeah, Tony D and O'Shea, I'd say that's the one.
What about King of the Dot?
King of the Dot. I like Disaster DNA, you know. I know it's a long ass battle, but I watched that a few times back in the day.
Yeah.
And I think I'd happily watch that again.
Yeah, that's.
But there's no battles like that anymore.
Not
like
with that feel,
that energy.
no.
Yeah, like there's none of that anymore.
Yeah.
If that come back, I'd come back straight away. But it's just not. It's all friendly and that.
What about URL? You a URL fan or?
Nah, man.
No.
They get excited over some bullshit.
Final two questions. What's your favourite film?
Film? Right, I'm not really a film guy, man.
Right.
I watch films like 7 years too late. But like, I don't know, man. Dead Man's Shoes, some shit like that.
Yeah,
like
good
that
movie.
Film. I like thrillers, innit?
Yeah. Shame it is.
Because I'm a bit stupid, innit? So I like to work stuff out.
And what about your favourite musical band or artists that are in no way hip hop related?
Wow. I don't. You know what's weird? I don't even listen to music no more.
What do you do?
I swear down. Nothing. I play
parenting.
FIFA.
Yeah.
play FIFA, play PS4, put the kids to bed, bath them,
Yeah.
smoke weed. That's it, man.
Yeah.
But obviously, I wish I could start. There's no CD players anyway. I got bare CDs, but I ain't got a CD player.
Huh.
And I don't want to put it in the PlayStation and that.
Yeah.
If it's PlayStation, I want to play PlayStation. Don't want to listen to like Twister's album from fucking 2001. Hulk's album.
So I guess finally, how do people get at you, find your music, that sort of stuff?
I got no music. Well, no. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm thinking of bringing something out this year.
Right.
I've got tunes on my phone, man. I just ain't put anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. At Big J West. At Big J West, you know what I mean? My Facebook's my actual name, man. I don't even want to say that. That's John Fifield, man. Jon Fifield. But yeah, and I'll probably bring something out. I'll holler at you anyway, so we could do another little interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, yeah.
How my life's getting. I'm joking.
Yeah, definitely, bro. This has been great talking to you, man. And please, people, go back and check out this battle. Shout out to everyone on the live stream as well.
Yeah, man. Check that. Just not the Brucey one.
Yeah.
Check that.
I mean, there's loads of really fucking good ones here, definitely, and the Lefty one, and the Shufflo one, and Chronicle one that I mentioned before. That
You're going to be here all day if you label all of them, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Again, just please follow us at BRR, Patreon, iTunes. Send us an email, that sort of stuff. Big J, thank you, bro.
Do that. Thank you.